Hi everyone. Make sure we're all nice and in focus here. There we go. All right, well, it is Friday. Let's see, who do we have here in chat? We got Linda, Cece, Palma, Dawn. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see, Kara, hello. Josephine, good morning. Jen, good morning. Let's see. Okay, I think we got everyone. Yeah, it's Friday. It's Friday. It has been crazy busy, just, you know, normal family stuff going on, but it has been a bit chaotic all week. I am so behind on getting videos posted, but I can give you guys a little sneak peek of where we're at for our next episode. It's not done yet. I really need to finish it, but move that to the side. Mona, hello. Mona, I saw you messaging me on Instagram. I haven't had a chance to look at, but I think it was about charms and such. So yeah, I can take a look at that after stream. Carol, hello. Let's see, make sure I don't miss any. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'll mention it when we're done with the announcements here. So those of you that have been around will know little Emily has been showing some interest in, you know, learning about entrepreneurship and whatnot. And so this past week or so, she's been working really hard on a few paintings. And so they are up in the shop. I have the shipping for them set for one of these envelopes because they are canvas panels and I want to make sure it can fit completely, and a regular envelope will not work. So, and it's also set to US only. But anyway, so what she has done, and I've got it linked up top there. What she has done is she's done all her own pricing. We've talked about how it works. She's going to put together the packages. This weekend, she's going to make some little custom stickers to go inside the packages, but there's 3 paintings. So if you guys want to support a young entrepreneur, hopeful, she's got 3 little paintings in the shop. So feel free to take a look at those. At the library, checking out books. Sounds good. Carol, hello. Or did I say hi to Carol? You get second one. You get second one. Pennsylvania to, or I almost got that backwards. Florida to Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a move. All right, so this is where we're at with this one. Obviously, I still need to finish it. Victoria's Orchid. That's what Hi, I was almost called you Victor, but then I realized that was the rest of it. Let's see. So hello, Kim. Hello. But this is where we're at with this one. So far, it was distressed inks on the background, and then I'm using the Grisaille color pencils, but a little bit of white Prismacolor to blend it. Just with these little daubers and the distressed ink. I have a few of them that I got on clearance at one point when Hobby Lobby was kind of getting rid of a lot of stuff. What I want to do, and I haven't figured out if I want to use pan pastels, or just color pencil. But what I want to do is once this is all done, I want to lighten this a little bit so it's more of like a slow gradient. So we're going to put a little white over the top. But morning, Durbin. But yeah, so that was that one. The previous one was this darker one here, which I showed you guys, but that's where we're at with this. I really need to finish it, but I got a little distracted. Well, it was crazy week anyway, and there just hasn't been time. But also because I made another video a little bit of a priority because I got some happy mail in the mail from Johanna. We got the Notes from Nature cards here. I think I have I'm using the stand. But it was so nice because it was a full little package of goodies. I also have, well, perfect. Yeah, that's what I did with these ones is I just had like multiple colors, my finger, and did it that way. But so she sent the Notes from Nature, which that's what this video was. And I actually paired it with some of the audio from the interview that I did with her. And then a nice little card. All of the cards that she sent me that she's written, I've got them all on frames up on my wall up over here. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And so I need to get a frame for this one. And then I always save the paper that she sends with it. In fact, here we'll go. Boop, here we go. Oh, that was really close. Anyway, this blue paper here is from when she sent the Rooms of Wonder package. And you can't really see it, but there's a little bit of tissue paper right here. And I have it like accordion folded. So like cards and stuff that I get in the mail from people, I tuck them right there. But that was also, was it Enchanted Forest? I can't remember which package that was, but I always save it. But look at how pretty, you can see. Maybe not. No, we're gonna switch to there. This is like wrapping paper. So this one, oh, nice, Kim. Let's see. So this was on top of the package, and then this is what the Notes from Nature was wrapped in. But I really wanted to be careful, so you can see in the video I used an X-Acto knife to open it, and then I ironed the paper. Hi, Jeanette. I ironed the paper because I was like, yeah, I'm saving this. But common comments have been, we need her to put out official wrapping paper, which we absolutely do. But yeah, so she sent the cards with a little note, and then we've got some Staedtler fine liners and the Staedtler Super Soft. So I did a little video with that, with the little fine liner kind of pointillism thing in the background. Right? They're so pretty. So that was a fun little happy mail that came from her. So that was cool. And then I announced, I haven't made a post, but I did make a story for it. This is going to be April's download. So I wanted to do something, you know, you guys know me. I'm always choosing something kind of like unique. I mean, how many cinder block fairy houses have you seen out there? Probably not many. Anyway, but that's what this one is. This is a fairy house made out of cinder blocks. We got some succulents here. Yeah, succulents. I was like, I was sitting there staring at it, and I'm like, this feels so empty. I need to add something. And then I tested out adding one of the succulents, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is perfect. I love this because it also helps to show, like, reiterate the size of everything. But yeah, so there's that. And then let's see. So we're caught up on that. I feel like there was one other thing. Oh, there is. Oh my goodness, there is. Thank you, Kenny. There is, because, so here's the thing. I have the quilt squares that need to be updated here. But again, this week has just been, we've had doctor appointments and everything else. It's become the end of the school year. Like I said, I'm even behind on filming. Like, it has been a long week. But I do have these pulled aside for updates that need to happen. So let me pull up the thing, because today we're going to be doing something special for these. So we have, so Kara has a charm coming. So Kara's got one coming. Alex has her last one. I can't even see if I'm in the frame here. Alex has her last one to finish her square. And then Natalie has another one. And then I have updates for both of Josephine's squares coming. So those ones are where we're at. Those are all the only updates we've had since I showed everybody their squares previously. Hang on, bring back. There we go. Oh, hold on, Miss Steph. I'm going back to fishbowl tutorial, following the colors. Oh, fine. Yeah. My son is having a big surgery, bone graft, Thursday for his cleft lip, and must stay in the hospital. I'm taking Inklings with me. We didn't. Oh, okay. Well, that's hard. Well, hang in there, and I hope everything goes well. And yes, definitely bring Inklings. Hell work for me. I haven't even had to. That is okay, Jeanette. So those of you that have already told me that they're going to email about charms, that's just fine. But again, like I said, emails are different, but at the end of this month, I'm going to be closing the charm shop. So if for some reason you know that there's charms that you want, but you haven't had a chance to email me, screenshot what you have in the store, and then we can go from there. But what I'm going to be doing is at the end of this month, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so April 1st, so Wednesday, I'm going to go ahead and close the shop, because all of April, ideally, it'll be in time for the birthday stream with the painting class, but we shall see. I haven't even had time to add on charms, so that's why I'm giving myself the month of April. But we are finally going to be putting together the quilt. So this is the final layout for what the quilt will look like. I need to get material for the back. But otherwise, yeah, sounds good. It's all right, Jeanette. We've still got time before the end of the month. 4 years. This he's 16 and a trooper. Oh, I bet he will feel just like so much better about everything when it's all said and done. But anyway, but what that signifies for today is I'm going to be doing, because we did 10 giveaways for squares, which we got all done and everything. Every square on the quilt is accounted for. But what we're going to do is we're going to do 10 giveaways for charms today. So I will have Nightbot up for that. Let me go ahead and pull it up to make sure it is working well. But like I said, we are about to wrap up this project. We've been working on this for, what, 2 years? A little more than 2 years. I think we started this in January of 2024. So this will be finally wrapping everything up for it. All right, we're going to pull up giveaways. There we go. And we'll end up doing a keyword for it. So yeah, so if you have a square, if you don't have a square, I apologize. The ship has sailed. All squares are claimed. Hi, Victoria. All squares are claimed, but if you have a square, feel free. Oh, there we go, Carol. Yay! If you have a square, then you are welcome to enter the giveaways for those. I just wanted to, you know, make sure everybody got a chance, even if they haven't saved enough for another charm. Make sure everybody had a chance to do that. Let's see. Is that all? The announcements. Yeah, we said it a little bit at the beginning, but I have it in the description of the listing, but you'll see that I have a pinned link at the top. So little Emily is trying to learn the entrepreneurial side of selling artwork. So she has got 3 small paintings. In fact, I've got them here that she worked very hard on all by herself. I had zero to do with it. She came up with the designs and everything herself. So she did, got the little back where she signed it. Cherry Blossom Field. And then she has this one where it is the winged silhouette. So the cute thing about this is actually a fox, and this has become like her signature little design. She like always doodles it on all of her schoolwork and everything. So that is her signature little fox. And again, another fox, because fox is her favorite animal, but this one is Peaceful Sunset. So she priced all of these herself. She's going to be packaging them all herself. There's just 3, and then they'll get shipped in one of these because these will not fit in an envelope. So if you're like, why is the shipping $10? It's because it's going to get tracking and it'll be in one of the priority mailers. So if you guys want to support a young entrepreneur, I've got the link pinned at the top. She's just got those 3 ones in there. And yeah, so we also talked about, you know, realistically too. So although she hopes that they'll get purchased, she's not going to be like crushed if they don't sell right away or whatever else. But okay, so let's see what. First time being here. Oh, well, welcome, Victoria. Yeah, we are wrapping up this one today. Yeah, oh, she loves it. We've always gotten her like fox stuffies and everything. Fox pajamas, all the fox things. It's adorable. So when we were live last time, we worked on kind of planning out our little sand dune waves, and we worked on kind of this one here, and then I've been kind of catching up on my own. So the sand isn't completely done. One of the things that I added that we didn't do last time are like these little bits of pebbles, and we may actually add a few more throughout, but I haven't fully done all of thank you. I haven't done fully all of the shading and everything by these shells because we still need to color these ones. And once we have the color down, this area will probably change a little bit. So this spot in the bottom right corner, thanks, still needs some work, but we are on track for this. So Shannon, hello. I was stuck in The Sunlit Man. Hey, it's a good book to be stuck in. So this was, let's see, is it this one? No, not that one. We were fashioning it after this one. Of course, this one here is, you know, a little bit darker. We're doing our own colors here, but the idea of the sand dunes is there. So that is what we're going to work on today. So this shell, we did this one on stream, but I feel like it's not quite where I want it to be. I think we're actually going to grab some green and make this one. It's such a good book. It really is. So we're going to add a little bit more green to this, and then we're going to do these ones as well. So we've done blue, we've done purple. The idea wasn't to do a bunch of cool colored shells. So actually, I think we'll bring in, we've got some orange and some pink here. But I think we might bring in like a peachy shade for one of these shells. So we're using Prismacolors, but before we do that, we're going to do our first giveaway for charms. So like I said, if you don't have a square, if you don't have a quilt square, then you can't win a charm because you don't have anywhere to put it. And we're already maxed out on quilt squares. So this is, if you have a square, it doesn't matter if, like, if all your squares are full, that also won't count because you have no place to put it. But if you have a spot available for another charm, then you can win that. And I actually have all of the squares here next to me. So what we can also do, since this is our last live stream with the shop open, if you want to see your square, let me know. And I've got them. I haven't put them back up on the board because we're utilizing them so frequently. So there's purple ones, there's the green ones, and then I've got ones that need to be updated a bit still. So if you want to see yours, you can let me know. All right. Hi, B. How are you? Okay, so let's go ahead and do our first giveaway. So let's see. And the keyword for this one is going to be charms. So if you... There we go. If you have a square and you want to get in the giveaway for a charm, what you'll need to do, I've got them all sitting next to me, but if you win, what you'll need to do, oh yes, I actually counted yours, Durbin. I want to say it's 7. I could be wrong. I know yours is a green one though. Let's see. My intention was to take pictures of everybody's before stream, but again, this whole week has just been... Oh, it's been something else. I mean, I know we still, you know, the kids get out of school in May, but I am looking forward to the summertime. Here we go. What do we have? Yeah, I was right. Okay, you got 7. So you have room for one more butterfly. Jeanette, 2 spaces. Let's take a look. Let's see, Dr. Steve. Carol, because I think yours is also green. That's Dominique. Oh, and Mona, here is Mr. Mona's. Like I said, I only saw the preview of what your message was, but I know it was about that. So that's Mr. Mona's there. Let's see, we've got Catherine. Oh, Kara, I think I have yours out because yours has an update. Here we go, okay. So this is yours, but you have, let's see. Hang on, let me pull up the list of ones that still need to be redeemed because you have one on there. So let's go history, unfulfilled. Okay, you have a tassel charm coming for yours, so that'll be 6, so you'll have room for 2 more. Mr. Mono's gray, yes. Okay, perfect. Oh, you're on purples. Okay, thanks, Jeanette. It's funny, I was looking for Josephine's other square, and I went through the piles like 4 times, and I was panicking. I was just like, how did I miss her other one? Because Josephine got one of the giveaways. So I'm like, how did I miss it? And it wasn't until I went through it a final time this morning that it was like just right there. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not sure. Maybe? I want to say yes. Because I think you're also, oh, here we go, Jeanette. Jeanette, you have 4. You have 4. Ooh, nice, Kim. Let's see. Whose was that looking for? CC's. Okay. I want to say, wait, maybe yours is green. I need to like make a spreadsheet in front of me that says whose is green and whose is what. Okay, it's Emily, CC. Let's see. Did I put it right here? Sorry, I know this isn't the most efficient, but we're not in a rush. Shannon, what time are you streaming today? I remember what kind of laminate I used for yours. And also, if like at any point you sent me an email and I haven't like updated your square with it, please let me know. Sometimes I get a lot of emails and it gets kind of lost in the din sometimes. Okay, so Allison, Marilyn. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see, Miss Scones, Michelle. So when we roll it, I'll pull out that person's. Kenny, you have space for 4 more on yours. That's Kim. Okay, that one's Durbin. Okay, Little Steve, Illustrator. Angela, Sue, Lisa, Christine, Natalie. I had all the finished ones pulled out earlier. Dee, Renee, Kathleen, Carol, and we have Barbara, Gaynor, Melanie. See, I know yours is in here somewhere, Cece. Bear with. Make sure I'm not missing. Right, I know. It's so fun. It's so fun. Okay, Megan, Shannon. If you guys see it, here, if you guys see it, let me know. See, Shannon, Kim, Dr. Steve, Dawn, Emily CC, Carol. You know what I need to do? Instead of just doing this, we're just going to go one by one for each of them. That way we can just go through them. And if you see yours, you'll know. Okay, Kenny. All right, so we have Catherine, Connie, Melissa, Megan. Yay, that's final for Durban. We have Shannon, Kim, Dr. Steve, Dawn, Emily CC, Carol, Christina, Dominique. Okay, we have Johanna's. We have Little Steve. We have Mama Illustrator. We have Angela. Hi, Trey. A month before your 48th birthday. Nice. We have Sue, Lisa, Kara, Christine. Sounds good. Natalie, Britt. Okay, these are all finished ones. We have Dee, Renee, Kathleen, Carol, Barbara, Gaynor, Melanie, Robin, Nikki, Michelle, and we have Lucy. Oh yeah, for the last 2 years. Command for, I think it's ! give, space, the @ symbol, their name, space, and then the amount. We have Della, Britt, Maylin, Vicky, Evelyn. Evelyn was actually the first embroidered one I did. I was still figuring it out. Chris, Allison, Marilyn, Miss Scones, Michelle, Hannah, Leanne, well, it's Leanne, but Leah. There's Deanne. We have little Emily. We have Kim. We have Durban Clan. Then we've got Chrissy, Angela, Kara, Joy, Mona, Marcy, B, Madam Butterfly, Connie LP, and Aspie. I'm wondering if I had like 1 or 2 that was set aside. Oh, they're right here. Duh, go figure. Okay, there you are, Cece. Cece, you have space for 1 more. Yeah, your first, no, it's fabulous. Finally finished my squares, so there's mine. Okay, Linda's is right here. Linda, one of your, this was one of my early stitches on, so this one came loose, so I have it set aside. Yours is finished, but I have it set aside, and I'm going to reattach it when I do the other one. So yours gets its own separate spot. Yay, Mona, awesome. And then we have, for ones that need to be updated, we've got Josephine, Alex for your last one, and Natalie, and then of course this one is worth 4 squares, and it's this one here. So that is where we are at for all of those. So I'm gonna make sure these ones stay to the side. All right, so let's go ahead and roll for the first giveaway for it. Let's see, make sure we're good. Okay, and oh yeah, let me know if that works. Kara, congrats. Oh, perfect, you got it right, Sue, awesome. So I have my little Excel document here that I want to keep track. So first one goes to Kara Marinas. Now, Kara, I know yours, but for anybody, because I literally have yours out. For anybody else, when you do it, let me know if your name on your square is different. Oh, hang on. Why did you do that? Oh, it's because I put the @ symbol. We're just going to do cameras. Let me know if the name on your square is different than your YouTube name. And then what I will need you to do, let's see, your Kara M on yours, is you're going to shoot me an email. Hi, Anna. Yep, it would. Which charms I have? Know which one is missing? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, let's see. Oh, yours is right here. All right, so we've got, flip this over. I believe in you. There we go. For yours, oh wait, let me finish my thought real quick. Kara, shoot me an email. Let me know which charm you want. So if someone wants to put exclamation point email in chat, I'll need you guys to email me, unless you want to say it like in chat, but it's probably better to email so I have it all in one place. So Cece, you have the key, Heart My Dog, you have the pink cherry blossom and the white, you have the medium bee charm, frosted croissant, and a tassel. Ah, yay! Sorry, I shouldn't be popping my knuckles. Allison, hello, how are you? Okay, so that is where we're at with that, but I am going to set them to the side. That way, if anybody wants me to check or pull other squares, we can do that. All right, we're going to put those there. And then put these over here. All right, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump in. Like I said, we had our small victories there. Okay, I feel like that's all the announcements. Announcements. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. All right, for our colors, oh no, I did something silly. I had dropped the color chart on the ground and I didn't realize I had, and I was working on something and I rolled back and I rolled over it. So can you see that crease? It's because I completely annihilated it. It's cool. It's color chart with personality now. I am. It's very exciting. And in fact, where's my phone? Let's see. I am almost at, let's see, on Instagram. Oh, I am. I'm at 28.6 on Instagram. So that was pretty cool. Yay, Mona. Okay, perfect, Cece. Yeah, like sometimes, most of the time the emails are good and I'll definitely be checking today, but every now and then, like it either gets lost in the mass or I forget because my brain's terrible. But yes, shoot me another email and I'll get that updated. Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely rolled over on my chair. I heard a crunch and I was like, what was that? Nope, that was just me being ridiculously clumsy. What I think I'll do too, to make sure that nobody's gets missed before I start stitching everything together, is once I have everything updated to, wow, that's really bright. Everything updated to the best of my knowledge, I will do an update post or update the website, yay, or something so that I can make sure that all the squares are correct and accounted for, charms and everything before it all gets stitched together. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're not doing much face cam today. This is like really bright and I don't feel like messing with it. All right, so Kara got that one and we'll do, let's see, we're gonna reset entries. Yes. Oh no, we want to, let me change it to a new one. There we go. All right, so in a little bit, we will do another giveaway for that. Yes. All right, so I still have out all of the pencil colors that we used last week for the sand, which if you missed it, this is what we did last week. I went the wrong direction, I apologize. Okay, so that is what we did last week for our sand. Yay! And so we're gonna do a new page today for today's stream. Today should be the last day with this one. And Shannon, I don't know if you responded or not. Are you streaming today? Or if you are you doing 1:30 again? Or what time are you planning? Okay, so today is 3/27/26. Okay, part 4 shells. Okay, that is what we are doing today. Yeah, but it's like kind of cloudy outside, so I keep getting like not bright, but then super bright and like ridiculous. Okay, so for our shell, let's finish up this one because I want to add a little bit more green to it and more green and less like a blue green. So I think we'll actually grab Kelly green, and I think it's all we'll need for now. So I think that's this one here. Let's see, that is number 1096. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze, hang on. Whew. Okay, we're good. Oh, this was also in the package from Johanna. I've actually been using this instead of my doll because it's a brand new. Perfect, Kara, thank you. It's a brand new sharpener, and that means the blades are really sharp. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark that on Excel so that I know, because that's what I'm using. I'm gonna mark you off so I know to look for those. And Cece, I'm gonna just add you to this list to check for an email after stream so that I don't forget that. Oh, and I need to, I know Josephine's, but that way it's just all on the same list. There we go. All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get our pencil extender here. Ah, yay! It's gonna be such a cool finished quilt squares. All right. No, you're just fine. You're just fine. I wanted to make sure I didn't go over today. I mean, because it's not like we haven't done the shells before, so it's not the end of the world if we don't do absolutely all of them together. But if I could stop talking and we'd actually color, we could probably get it done. We got an hour and a half. We're good. All right, so we're gonna write down for the middle shell. I like it. I like it. Okay, so middle shell. Okay, so our first one is Kelly green. There we go. Okay, so Kelly green. Like I said, this has a lot of color already. But I just want to have it stand out as more of a green shell rather than a blue one. So we're gonna kind of go over some of this blue that we did. But yeah, it always seems like end of the school year is just like super busy. Activities and performances and all the things. Yeah, I'm liking that. It's standing out more as like a green one. No, Mona, you're just fine. It's not disturbing at all. No, I'm glad. I'm glad. You are just fine. No, I like that people are able to get theirs in, because I'd feel really bad if like somebody had a square that was almost finished and like I closed the shop and they like, but I had it. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. So no, please do it. I'm excited to see it all done. I think I need to rearrange the area behind me so that when I hang the quilt, we'll be able to see it a little bit better. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have her choose. Okay, so I think I'm okay with that. We can always add a little extra if we need to. We might put a little bit of contrast, but I just wanted to make sure that it looked a bit more green than it did blue because I want them to look all different. Thank you. All right, so now, oh, how exciting. Well, in my not little hands, or do you mean hot little hands? Okay, so bottom left now. Shell. Oh, I have the image all ready to go for those that are going to do or that want to join the painting stream. I'm going to be scheduling it soon because I know if people are wanting to get together their supplies, I want to make sure everybody has time. As far as the date for it, yeah, I was going to say that made more sense. As far as the date for it, it's probably, I need to double check Steve's calendar to make sure we don't have any overlap. but it's probably going to be either Saturday the 11th or Saturday the 18th of April. So we have either 2 weeks or 3 weeks to go until we get it done. But that's going to be my goal this weekend, is to get all of the info and download and everything up and available for everyone. Okay, so bottom left shell, we've got blue, we got purple, we've got green. I'm thinking, let's go ahead and do the peachy one here. Although this reminds me of kind of like a deck of cards, because it's got like the diamonds and the hearts. Let's see. If we were going to do this one peachy, we could do like a more yellow one here. But I don't know. It would tie in with the slightly warmer. In hindsight, I probably should have staggered, like, rather than having 2 cool ones up here and like warm ones down here. Oh, fun, Natalie. Sounds good. Oh, enjoy your motorcycle, Rex. Let's turn that down just a little bit. Try to get a little bit more accurate coloring on there. So let's do... Yeah, let's try and do like a gold kind of yellowish one. So I don't want to do like super bright yellow. Let's get definitely a jasmine. Okay, and jasmine is number 1012. Do I have that out already? Oh no, it's right here. Okay, jasmine. And I'm just gonna zoom out for you guys for a second. Okay, so we're gonna do jasmine. While we choose these colors, we'll have it a bit zoomed out. All right, so jasmine, and then let's do... Actually, we could do yellow ochre. Yeah, let's grab yellow ochre. There you go. It makes you feel any better. I think I've only got like the 12 set, so I say go for it. Okay, yellow ochre, which is 942. Okay. These headphones keep falling on my ears. Yay, Mona! Okay, so yellow ochre, and then jasmine, yellow ochre. Let's do lemon yellow, which is number 915. Bye, Dawn. Thanks for being here. All right, so lemon yellow. Okay. Let's see, lemon yellow. Let's get deco yellow also, just in case. Oh, goodness, Kenny. All right, deco yellow. And if we pull out a color that we don't end up using, we'll cross it off the list. So deco yellow. So I don't want to make it too orangey. Let's get artichoke, actually. Artichoke is number, what is that, 1098? Artichoke, yes, 1098 for artichoke. Okay. Artichoke. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. We'll probably end up using a brown for shading. Okay, so our starter colors for this shell are, and then you can screenshot if you want, but we've got jasmine, yellow ochre, lemon yellow, deco yellow, and artichoke. My handwriting is terrible. Please interpret how you wish. I don't know why I'm closing that. You're gonna need that open still. Okay, so we're gonna move this to the side. All right, I'm gonna shift this over here so we can move this up. Okay, so this is the shell that we're gonna be working on. Our lightest colors here are the deco yellow, we've got lemon yellow, we've got jasmine. So let's do jasmine first, because I want it to be a little bit muted. I don't want to just like dive in with a super bright yellow. So let's do jasmine all here. Because I mean, these aren't exactly like natural shell colors, but we're not going like full bright Disney cartoony shells either. Right, Jeanette? Hi, Connie. How are you? All right, so we're going to put jasmine here. All right, and then let's see, let's grab another pencil extender real quick for the deco yellow. Okay, but we're gonna grab lemon yellow now. Hi, Foggy, welcome. All right, so now we're gonna do lemon yellow. And I'm just gonna go over those little dots here for now. Not pressing super hard. Just kind of filling in the space. And then let's do lemon yellow on that little border. And then jasmine. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab, let's see, what do we have? We have yellow ochre and we have artichoke. Let's start with yellow ochre. Okay. And I'm actually gonna do it across both of the colors here. And we're gonna be using white on top of this as well. There you go. Oh, you have exclamation point I give. Okay. All right, so we're just using that yellow ochre. There we go. Okay, now let's go in with the artichoke. And let's see, let's do a bit more artichoke on this color. It's got a little bit of a green hue to it. I am pressing a little bit harder now because I want to make sure that we get that kind of a little bit darker color shown through. Oh, did anybody see the trailer for the new Spider-Man movie? I may or may not have marked in my calendar because I really want to go see it. Even if it's just me going to the theater in the middle of the day by myself because I really want to see it. Doing a little bit less of the artichoke as I come over here since our light is coming from this direction. Right? Yes. Yeah, it's a good trailer. Oop, I almost went down too far. Okay, so now we're going to do this side here. And I think what we'll do, rather than going in for super dark shadows yet, we're going to go ahead and use our white to lighten some of these white lines, and then we can work on our shadows, and then we can add our more saturated colors back. because given that it's yellow, it will lighten quite a bit. And then we got this one. So it may not look like much yet, but these are just our first few colors. All right, let's see. Let's go ahead and go in with our white now. Get it nice and sharpen. Oh, the Super Mario movie's next week? Kids will probably want to see that. Oh wait, that's the old sharpener. I was like, man, why isn't this going as smooth? It's because it wasn't the new one. I love a new sharpener. Look like how smooth that is. Except normally I'd be using the Doll 133, but it's a new sharpener, which means the blades are extra sharp. Okay, so now we're gonna use the white. Again, this will lighten things up, but part of it is too, I want to lighten the lines just a bit. So we'll redefine these color blocks here in just a bit. Oh, perfect, Mona. That's awesome. Oh, speed of which, let's throw up another giveaway. So we're going to start over again, and we're actually just going to do the word charm again. Oh, it put everybody who's mentioned the word charm. Okay, instead we're going to do the word, we'll do the word quilt. Wait, why does it's putting like everybody in chat. Why is it doing that? Reset entries. Okay. Okay. Try typing in the word quilt. It listed like everybody in chat. I was like, oh, my bad. Anyway, like I said, we're doing 10 giveaways for charms today. So there we go. Okay, it's working now. So just type in the word quilt. If you've got a square, type in the word quilt and you can be entered for that giveaway. You know what? Maybe I should just leave that one up. I mean, you still have to be here to claim it, so you know to email me and everything, but I'll just leave that up. And for some reason, when we roll it and the person isn't here, we'll just re-roll. That way you guys don't have to keep on entering, since we're doing so many of them. Okay. And actually, you know what I should do? I should set a timer so that I can make sure I get all of these done inside the stream time. Okay, so we'll let this run for, what, 2 minutes? Think that'd be good? All right, we're gonna let that go for 2 minutes and then we'll go ahead and roll it. Just using that white. We're going to be using paint pens as well to cover up some of these lines after we have all of our colors down. Yay, it'll be great. It's just crazy to me that we're already, I mean, yeah, it's been a 2-year-long project, but it's finally time. It's like that VeggieTale song. It's time. It's time. Did he just say it's time? Okay, so that's the white. All right, now we're going to go in with our darker shadow colors. Oh, I guess we should write down, where did my, there we go, blend with white. Okay. You guys will still have them. I've been brainstorming about that real quick. Here, we're gonna do blend with white. So everyone will still have them. I just haven't decided what we'll do next. Steve and I were actually talking about it in the car. I was just like, this morning we were on our way to work. I was like, what should we do with them? We're like, I don't know. Right, exactly. Yeah, I don't know what we'll do with it. As far as any of the leftover charms, I'll probably just set them aside and use them for future projects or something. Okay, for our browns on here, actually, let's grab green ochre. Let's add that one to the list. Actually, will that make it? No, we'll do green ochre. Oh, there we go. There's the 2 minutes. All right, so for this one, we are gonna roll it. And Marcy, congrats, Marcy. Okay, so we have Marcy colors. And if I remember correctly, Marcy, yours just says Marcy on it. Unless you're on your second square. I can't remember. I have to look. And then shoot me an email and let me know what you would like. Okay. All right, so we have Marcy marked as a winner. Giveaway options. Unique winners. There we go. That way you don't accidentally win twice. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna leave that same entry up. So if you have words are hard. If you want a chance to do one of the charm giveaways, you can just type in the word quilt and you will be entered in there. So let's see, we're doing green ochre, which is $10.91. I'm telling you, man, this week brain fog is real. Also, Instagram keeps pushing perimenopause videos towards me. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm close. But also, rude. All right, so we're gonna mark down green ochre, but it's cool. I keep sending them to my sister, and so we both have a good chuckle. Maybe that's why they keep showing them, because I keep sending them to my sister. That's probably why. Built my algorithm brick by brick. All right, let's see, green ochre. Oh, yeah, for sure. Okay, so green ochre. Now, my sister actually asked me, she's like, oh, so you plan anything big for your 40th? Now, I used to be a much more of a party person, I think, when I was younger. But, I mean, nowadays, it's like, give me a tiny cupcake and a handful of confetti and I'm good to go. We're just, my sister and I are very different. Like, you know, she loves dressing up, you know, costume parties, full-blown parties. And I'm like, I just want to sleep in. Otherwise, I'm good. I'm like, yeah, I got you. I'm just like, yeah, I'm doing a special, you know, painting stream or whatever. And then, you know, the standard sleep in, I get to choose dinner or whatever else. But I'm like, otherwise, I'm fine. See, the practical part of me, whatever we would spend on like a big blowout party or whatever, like I'd rather spend it on something practical that will last. I don't know. Does that make me not fun? I have no idea. I don't know, like I'm an extrovert in a way that I have zero problem talking to complete strangers, but I'm an introvert also because, you know, peopling is hard. Or art supply, yes, right? Like, why would I spend $300 on a birthday party when I could go spend $300? Not that I would anyway, but you get what I mean. Right? Like, honestly, if it wasn't for, like, the kids, because I think they would be disappointed if I didn't do anything, I'd probably just be like, I don't know, fold some laundry? Sounds like a rockin' birthday. But it's cool. It's cool. I'm going to hang out with you guys. I don't know. I'm just not a big party person anymore. I'm a bit of a homebody. I like my homebodiness. Okay, so we're just doing that green ochre. Like I said, we're going to add those yellows back, so we won't be losing it. And there go the clouds. There we go. So we're just using that green ochre right now, just kind of shaping the shadows a bit. Oh, Shannon, have you finished that Brandon Sanderson arc? Well, if you're on to Sunlit Man, then you probably have. I don't know, are you allowed to say much about the arc, or you guys like have to sign a thing that says you won't talk about it? Right, Carol? Exactly. Like if I were to legit like do something, I'd be like, give me 20 bucks. I'm gonna go spend a little time at Hobby Lobby. Call it a day. I'm a simple girl. Although I did take the kids out for ice cream yesterday. They really liked that. I gave myself a Reese's Blizzard. And since I had, because we got dinner while we were out at the ice cream place also. Except I couldn't eat anything there, so I had my ice cream. And then by the time we got home, I was like, yeah, I'm kind of full of ice cream. So I guess turning 40 means I'm totally cool with having ice cream for dinner. I mean, I paid for it later because I woke up with a headache this morning. But in the moment, I really enjoyed it. I did, yes, 6 and 7. So I'm actually doing a re-listen to all of the books. So I've done all the Aktars. I've done all of the Crescent City. I did Crescent City before Throne of Glass again because Crescent City has a Aktar crossover. So now I listened to The Assassin's Blade. This was the first time that I'm doing a listen where I started with Sam's book first. So Assassin's Blade, and then I started regular Throne of Glass. So let's see. Finish it close to release day, but I've read enough to tell you what it's about. Are you allowed to tell me what it's about? Because I'm really curious. Oh, my first liner review is, welcome to the Strata Wars, where the past always influences the present. That's really cool. So wait, Strata, are we talking it's another space one? So similar to like the like Cytonic series? Cytonic's like the third book. What's the first one? Why am I drawing a blank on the first one? Book 6. It's co-written. Is it co-written with, let's see, what was the name of the first book on Cytonic? It's a new series. So what's is it like medieval times? What's the time frame that it's set in? Cytonic books in order. Skyward Flight. That's what I was thinking of. There's this guy, I can't remember his name now, but he pops up on my feed every now and then, and he does like where authors are talking to each other about the progress of their books. And so, you know, there's George R. Martin, Patrick Rothfuss, who, oh, it's present. Oh, interesting. Patrick Rothfuss, which he never actually finished his, but Brandon Sanderson always pops in the conversation, like the character who's playing it. And he's like, hey guys, I just finished 3 more series. And everybody's like, shut up, Brandon. George R. Martin's like, yeah, I wrote another 3 pages on a napkin. And then I threw it away on accident. They're like, George. Okay, so now let's go in with a little bit of espresso. Actually, we're gonna do espresso. And I'll show all of our names at the end too. That's exactly it. I texted it to my brother. Let me see if I can find the name of the guy, because it's really hilarious. I have to like reel in how many reels I'm sending to my brother, because I don't want to, he has a job. I don't want to bother him. Oh yeah, his name is It's Dan's Books. And I don't know if I can actually show it on stream. Okay.
7. And 7 will be January 12th.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Aktar 6 will be October 27th. And 7 will be January 12th. Okay, marvelous, Sarah, marvelous. The fans will be so excited. Yes? What do you have for Red God? Well, I've got 1,200 pages done, but I'm still looking for the heart of the story. Yes, that's right. The heart, you say. Let's put you down for summer. George?
Well, I wrote 2.5 pages last month.
Right, yes, 2.5 pages. Any estimate on completion?
Have you seen my new series?
sorry, I know this is out, but it's hilarious.
Rothfuss. What have you accomplished in the last year?
Not one word. I've got 7 books coming out this year. Shut the fuck up,
Oh,
Sam.
I forgot he swore. Sorry, but you get the point. Let's see. Jack gets kicked out of the van he left home for. On his way to deal with that, he encounters a very strange woman who gives him a stone. At the end of the first chapter, Jack and his friend Henry are lying on the ground in a pool of red stuff. Ah, red stuff. Jack wakes up without Henry and he's in a new reality, and we go from there. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that sounds like that's going to be so fun. Right, just me too. I was just like, I just wrote a new series. Shut up, Sanderson. The funny thing is when the guy was creating the characters for the skits, he's like, I basically fashioned Brandon Sanderson off of a golden retriever, and that just fits so well. I'm rereading A Song of Ice and Fire. Sanderson released 5,739,473 new books while I'm reading one Martin. Right? Pretty much. You know, I have like some of Martin's books. Do I? Hang on. I might have moved them. Okay, so I've got 2 like physical books. I mostly do Audible. Yeah, I got them at half price books, like on a deal, but I haven't like fully sat down and read them yet. Mostly because I started writing it, and as grotesque as the show is, like, I got them on clearance, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But as grotesque as the show is, I've heard that the books are a little bit more detailed, and I don't know if my soul is ready for that. Oh my gosh, the amount of detours we take on here, it's cool. It's cool. It seems like that sometimes I want to repost to my stories, but that's kind of not on brand for a coloring account. Still. You know, it's funny with these colors, it's almost like this is going to end up looking like a golden shell. The shiny. Side quest, absolutely. I love side quests. Read something, then it's easier for me to read something than see it, so the books don't seem as graphic as the show. That's fair. Wouldn't be stream without a side quest. Facts. Yeah, I have a really hard time just sitting and reading. There was a book I was reading for something. Like, it was one that wasn't available on Audible. And my issue is, like, I'll sit down and read it, but I don't know. Does anybody else have, we might have talked about this before. Does anybody else have like inner dialogue that goes on in their head while they're reading? Like, you can be reading a chapter, but also reading, hi Hassan, welcome. Shield of Sparrows. No, but the title sounds familiar. Shield of Sparrows. Who wrote that? See, listening doesn't. Listening's okay for me. Do it now. Okay. Who's the author? Like, I recognize the name. I know I've seen it. Shield of Sparrows. Okay. Devney Perry. See, that seems really familiar, but okay, I'm putting it down. Devney Perry. I'll put it on my wish list for not like my wish list here, like my list of things. I'm like, okay, that's what I need to read next, kind of thing. Yeah, exactly, because I'm doing things. But when I physically read a book, I may be reading it, but I have a whole internal dialogue of, like chores I need to get done or tasks or whatever. And I find myself skimming pages and not thoroughly reading it because I find I'm trying to like rush to get the reading done. So I don't know, man. That's part of the reason why I struggled in college, because I had to reread something like 3 or 4 times for me to actually retain it. Like, I am not good at test taking. Like, Steve and I have briefly like talked about, I debated about going back to college and actually getting a degree or whatever. But one, would I really be doing anything different right now if I did have a degree? And 2, while I would have more of a drive to do it, I just don't know that I would be any better at it than I was the first time around. 5 to 9 pages much, which I skipped and lost nothing. The story and the characters are fantastic. Book 2 comes out on the 7th. Ooh, okay. No, the F-bombs don't bother me. If I was, you know, listening to a book with the kids around, maybe, but I also only ever listen to my Audible books on headphones, so. Driving to from work and, of course, going, yes, exactly. Only used her 4 years. See, that's the thing. I feel like these days, unless you're willing to go at least 2 masters, that, I don't know, it just makes it almost not worth it to go through all that trouble and income and everything else, you know? Okay, so that was espresso. So now we're going to go back to jasmine. We'll mark that down. I was going to choke. Is this one of those books though I should maybe wait to start reading until at least book 2 comes out? Like, is it gonna break my soul if I'm left in a terrible cliffhanger? All right, so I'm putting a little asterisk in our notebook for where we're kind of going back and starting with our other colors. So now we're gonna go to jasmine again, and we're gonna do the we did jasmine as the main one, didn't we? Actually, we're going to do lemon yellow and deco yellow. Midnight last night. Lift out the story is fantastic. Oh. I didn't read it a year ago. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, here we go. All right, so lemon yellow and deco yellow. Okay, so let's see. Lemon yellow, deco yellow. Lemon yellow was the lighter one, so I think we're looking at here maybe. No, we'll just do this one. We'll blend it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, because I'll bring out the notebook when we're all done here. I find that it's actually been helpful to me because when I was catching up on the sand, I was able to reference what we wrote down to make sure that I got a similar look for everything. Because what we're going to do after we have these shells finished is we're going to go through and work on the sand to kind of darken up this area. Yeah, so yeah, because it'll be, so this was from the first shell, or these shells, the little small ones, and then this one. And then this was from the background, and then this one is from today. I wasn't writing it down, so we don't have the first part. See, that was episode 28 color list. But I do like that this has become my color list book. It's become much easier to reference things. It's funny though, we're listening to Throne of Glass again. Like, I've seen a lot of theories about who characters are, and it's definitely making me pay attention more to the dialogue. Okay, so now we're gonna grab the deco yellow. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like that. It's making it pop just a little bit. Can you guys hear the music at all? I don't know if it's loud enough on your side. Okay, let's see. Let's get our, let's see. Did we even end up using, yeah, we did. Okay, let's get the artichoke. You can hear it? Okay, cool. Putting dates on pages. Honestly, hi Topeka. This is kind of a new-ish thing for me. I'm definitely forcing myself to do it, but because of the streams, Music level's perfect? Okay, awesome. Because of the streams, it's helping me keep track of things a lot more. Also because when I have multiple pages, like as a work in progress, let's see what is artichoke. Artichoke. It's been helping me to keep track of things. That being said, I don't think I've written down, I have the pencils out still. I don't think I've written down the grisaille pencils for the Small Victories one. Okay. Oh, I got the sharpener, but I'm telling you guys, my brain is not braining well. There we go. All right, 1908. I'm also working on, you know, I've submitted a couple things to different publishers and whatnot, and sometimes it's just that they're busy, but I have hopes for, I'm not going to say who it is or anything because, you know, it's all luck anyway, but I'm putting together a portfolio submission for a potential coloring book, and I can't show you guys yet because I think if it ends up getting picked up, like I have to wait. So, but I did finish a, this isn't doing a whole lot. We might do a paint pen on that. Mock-up of a front cover. I actually really like it. I think one of the harder things for me about designing a coloring book too is, I mean, it's no secret that Johanna's style has influenced my work to a point, but I'm trying real hard to make sure that it's not overly similar, you know? Oh, it's so handy, Kenny. I love it. Okay, so let's look at our paint pens. So that's been like my main goal. It's like I finish a thing and then I'm like, okay, I need to think now. Is this similar to hers, like in any way? Like, okay. Thanks. Yeah, and it's a whole different thing. And actually, I mean, you guys know that it's like fairy houses. Like I've been drawing them for ages. There's really not a lot of competition as far as like an adult coloring book that's about fairy houses. Ones that I've been able to find, they're mostly like mass-produced AI fairy house coloring pages, like for a book that's strictly that category. So I'm hoping that'll help mine stand out a little bit. Okay, so we are looking at this shell here. We want to cover some of the lines. Definitely going to use CO3, which I actually already have out. So CO3. CO3, and let's get CO2 as well. Okay. So we're gonna make a note in here for paint pens. Yeah, they're really not great. Mine will definitely, I mean, there you go, yeah. How many fairy houses do you see made out of cinder blocks? I mean, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, you know. If I don't try, it'll never happen. So, you know, I'm gonna make it work. All right, so CO2 and CO3 for the Arctics paint pens. Ah, thanks. Well, it helps because I've worked with this particular publisher a couple times promoting other illustrators' books. So like they know I exist. So I think that helps, that like to some capacity I'm in their system already, you know? So I think that will help a little bit. All right, so the CO3 is definitely the more yellowish one. So let's actually try that first on the edge here. It doesn't complete like 100% cover the black line, but it's a good start. We may not even end up using CO2, and if we don't, I'll go ahead and cross it out on the list. I'm gonna turn this a little bit though so I can... We don't have to cover all the lines. Yeah, but I'm hoping the fact that they know I exist will give me a little bit of a leg up. Oh, so glad. Right, exactly. Oh, fun, Natalie. Yeah, I love them. Exactly, putting it out in the universe. So the place where I'm going to do it, they have a whole list of submission guidelines. So over the next couple of months, because I really want to make sure that what I submit to them is the best that I can. So over the next couple of months, I'm going to go through those sections piece by piece, because, you know, I'm not going through like a literary agent or anything. I'm doing it on my own. So I'm going to go through them piece by piece so that I can present the best possible layout for them, you know? And I think the way that it would work, so we have to add a mock-up of the cover, which is what I was doing, but it's going to be, from what I've talked to with other illustrators, that will be kind of the starting point, and then I would work with an art director to finalize the cover based on, you know, what they have for consumer studies and whatnot, or, you know, their own studies on what sells versus what doesn't. So acrylic markers because coloring bliss. Yes, she just recently did a video on paint markers, right? Right, Jeanette? It's exciting. Like, I'm trying not to get my hopes up because, you know, until I have somebody say, heck yeah, we want to do this, I'm just like, okay, it would be cool. But, you know, gotta chill. Okay, so that was CO3. You know, I'm almost wondering if CO2 is too light. Let's actually try 115. Do I have, what did I say? 115. Do I have it out already? There it is. Okay. So let's actually cross out CO2. Okay. And instead, we're going to add 115. You know, and even if it picks up, do they pick it up for a second book? I don't know, but I think it would just be cool to just get a single book out there, you know? All right, so this one is 115. But that's why I want to take my time with the submission, because I want to make sure that it presents well. Okay, let's see. I might put it back on there, but let's just see what CO2 looks like here. If it's too white or what. Sorry, I'm just kind of sitting back and looking, but no, I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely setting CO2 aside. Let's grab CO3 again. Thanks, hi Faith. Listen for paint by numbers and looking forward to try. Oh yeah, they'd be fabulous for paint by numbers. Absolutely. So like I said, I'm gonna spend the next couple of months pulling everything together. But whenever I submit it or I hear one way or the other, that's the only downside. It's like if they don't choose, you just don't hear anything because they say, you know, there's too many submissions. So if you don't hear from us within X number of time, just assume we didn't choose it. And I'm like, ooh, harsh, man, but okay, that's cool. All right, so now I might need to go refill my water soon. Artex Oros alcohol markers, are those the ones that I have? I bought actually I have them right here. These ones are the, hang on, let me see. Are these the Oros? Am I zoomed out? Yeah. Yes, these ones are the Oros. Oh, it says it right there. Probably would have helped if I'd looked at it. Ah, thanks. Yeah, so I have these ones. These ones are like a whole pastel set. I really like them. I did a little reel on them and everything, but yeah, I really like them. I have the swatch chart somewhere. I thought, like, I was afraid that some of the colors are going to be too light, but they're kind of perfect for it. But yeah, I really like them. There we go. All right, so now what I need to do is I need to work on the sand portion behind it, because right now it's kind of disappearing. You see how this one's kind of a little bit more alive? That's what we need to work on for this one. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna draw our line across, okay? And I'm just gonna write background, and what that will mean will be the little area behind this one, okay? So for background, we are going to start with espresso. Sounds good. Drive safe. All right, there we go. All right, so espresso is here. I'm gonna get a nice fine point on this. Love a new sharpener. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I want to darken up this edge. Okay, and again, we're just doing little circles, a little bit of scumbling here. So we want to help that pop. Do we need to brighten this at all? I swear it does not look this green in real life. The color is like getting messed with. It's definitely more of a yellowish, well, a yellowish yellow, a warmer yellow. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, then we're gonna bring it under here. You know, and I feel like I'll have a lot to bring to the table as far as like kind of a market research aspect, because I've been around the community long enough. Now I know there's like sometimes limitations with paper. Like I probably can't request 120-pound cardstock, even though that's what I would like to put for it, you know? So there'll be, you know, cost limitations, but I feel like I've been around long enough. Like I know a lot of key things that people like and dislike. Number one, I've heard a lot, people want single-sided pages, nice thick cardstock, but not too smooth. You know, there's just a number of things that I've picked up over the years that are pretty common preferences in coloring books. So yeah, we'll see what comes of it. Because there's a part of it that says, because, you know, they're doing the guidelines for, you know, regular books too. And essentially the question asks, what qualifies you to write a book about such and such a subject? In our case, it would be, you know, a coloring book. And I'd be like, well, for the last decade, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, absolutely. How long did it take to do the sand? Well, for the live stream, and we did almost a solid 2 hours. I didn't jibber jabber too much in that one. We got everything laid out. Some of this put down. This could definitely use a little bit more because it's darker up here. But I mean, it took a little bit. It took a little bit, a couple hours at least. It took a little bit longer for this too. And all of the sand isn't even completely done yet. Okay. So we're going to put just a little bit of this darker over here because there's a bit of shadow. So what I'm looking at, and I'll pull it up here real quick so you guys can see it. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring this up here so you guys can see it a little bit closer. It's gonna fully cover the thing. And I can't point at it, but what I want you to see is the shell, the big shell here that's in the middle. If you go down to the edge where it's resting in the sand, you can see along the edge of the bottom of the shell, there's a little bit of darkness, but also it's pressed into the sand. So there's a little bit of lighter sand around the top where it shows, you know, it's kind of pressed into it. So that's what I look at when I am trying to figure out where I want my shadows to be. Hi, Helene. Oh, no, it's not Helene. It's Helen because the rest of it's Alice. Sorry. Words. Reading is hard. Hi, Helen. How are you? So that's what I'm looking at for. And again, this picture looks way different than this. It's different colors, but it's just to give us an idea of where we should put our shadows. And I've just been, rather than like a bunch of dots too, I've just been doing a lot of like little scumbling marks. Okay, so now let's bring in, and we'll make sure and write it down here. So next we're going to grab, actually I think we're going to grab chocolate. Where did I put my, there it is. Okay, so, yes, also very good. All right, so chocolate. But yeah, maybe that could be my goal for 2026, is get a response. All right, that's the sienna brown chocolate. Here we go. I was using these last night, so. Okay. But yeah, it's nice after I did that research, I realized that there's not a huge competition for that particular style of book. So I think that will definitely help to set things apart. And I have a little sketchbook filled with like probably 10 more ideas for pages that I want to do. So it's nice because I can just reference my little book where I made like teeny tiny sketches for what I want. It's just sitting down and doing it. The car pickup line has been my favorite place to work. So that's what I was working on yesterday while I was waiting, was front cover. I'd love to have the option to do some gold foiling on the outside. I always feel like that looks really nice. Okay, so let's grab now, we're gonna grab light umber. What size? I'm hoping for a 10 by 10, but given some of the illustrations, I could probably also comfortably do like an 8.5 by 11 kind of thing. Thank you. It really is. All right, so light umber. Thank you. All right, so light umber. So I want to kind of create that slightly lighter thing because it's pressed down in the sand. So I'm not doing like a full line, but I'm just creating a bit of shadow here. We started planning the summer trip to the Pacific Northwest. Kids are excited about that. Just extending, just kind of trying to shape the sand a bit. All right, now what I want to do is I want to extend some of these little pebbles that I drew on here. Let's zoom out just a little bit. Like I said, this is much warmer in real life than what it's showing on camera. I think my white balance is trying to compensate for the colors on screen. So, all right, so this is sepia. So we're gonna write that down. Okay, sepia. But I feel like a lot of the higher end coloring books, you know, like Kirby's and Hannah's and, you know, Maria Troll and Johanna's, like, I feel like it's the paper and the size of the book that really helps them to stand out. And so that's kind of what I want to emulate, is something that is recognizable as a higher quality level of book, you know? Okay. All right, let's do a couple here. I just didn't want to have them only on the ridge, you know? Okay, and I'm going to use this same sepia just to add a little bit. It's not the same as the black line that we covered because this isn't like a solid black line all the way across. We're just doing it in a few small spots. There we go. And I may like refine it a little bit because sometimes when I step back and look at it. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, that's the same thing, Allison. Like, that's gonna be my biggest thing. So key things, if I have the choice, key things that I want to do are thread binding, preferably thread and glue. But if I have to choose glue over thread binding. I want a heavier cardstock. Something like Johanna's would be nice. I want to make sure it has good tooth, but not too much. In a magical world, it would be hardback, but I highly doubt that will happen. I'd like to have some gold foiling on the outside. I want to have single-sided pages. And if I'm super special golden fairy and get to choose absolutely anything, perforated pages would be cool too. So it's like all these years I've had so much input from like things people liked about books, they didn't like about books. If I'm ever going to put out a book, like I have enough info that I want to be able to choose these things. But it really just comes down to who you get as a publisher, what the budget is for a book, et cetera, et cetera. So if I can't be too particular, on my number one list of things that I want for it eventually is the paper. I don't know, but I'll also want to choose probably not like a bright white. Like, I like the idea of the ivory, but if I only get to control one thing, it's going to be the thickness and texture of the paper. That's going to be the biggest thing for me. You know, I'm looking at this right now and I really want to add black raspberry. I think that would go a long way for that. We're going to grab that. We're going to grab black raspberry. But yeah, number one on my list of things is absolutely paper. Like, because I know Johanna can choose color and everything, but she's also the queen of coloring, right? She might have a little bit more leeway in her choices because her books are so successful. If I eventually get one out, I will be a first-time published one. And so I don't know how much leeway that buys me, you know? Marilyn, hello! 8. Let me see. Well, yeah, if you got a screenshot of it, because I definitely saw it when I was going along, but 8 is the max. 8 is the max. Same amount for Johanna books for half the art if she did single-sided pages, so I could use alcohol markers. Yeah, my goal is 60 pages. 60 pages. And in it, when they ask like, okay, well, when is the book going to be done? So if I were to submit it right now, I would say, give me 6 months to do all 60 pages, right? Because then now, what, 10 pages? Because I don't know if they'll let me use any of the pages. Oh, we got to write it down. Any of the pages that I've already like, you know, submitted, sold in the shop or given away, not given away, but, you know, done for subscriptions. So I don't know if I'll need to, oh wait, this isn't going to be the background. We're going back to the shell here. So we're going to mark that down. So I don't know if I'll need to redo, you know, I'll make all brand new pages. I know that Christine was able to reuse some of her pages, but you know, not every publisher is the same. So if I submit it, I want to say like 6 months to get it done. From everybody that I've talked to, 6 months. Yeah, they did. And she's got some in her later books too, but I was like, I don't know if that's going to be allowed because they will be previously released pages and it could be a huge faux pas. So my goal would be 6 months to finish it. Okay, so I'm just doing a little bit. We're going to blend a yellow on top so it's not like super bright red. But I think from everybody that I've talked to that's put out books and whatnot, 6 months is an acceptable time frame to get that out. So in the meantime, I'm still going to work on more pages, maybe not ones I'm necessarily doing for the Etsy store or whatever. I want to start banking unreleased pages. And like I said, I've got a whole list of ones that I want to do. You want to know what's funny though? The inspiration for the traffic cone and the cinder blocks. I drive by a lot of construction. And so because I do my fairy houses out of like everyday objects, things that you know, we've got, you know, some with mushrooms and everything, you know, that's kind of the obvious choice, tree stump, that kind of thing. But I like that I've been choosing obscure things, but because I drive past construction stuff all the time, I'm like, ooh, traffic cone, ooh, cinder block, you know, take inspiration from the world around you. Well, there's a lot of construction around me, therefore. Okay, hold on real quick. I need to go get some more water because I am completely out. So be right back. Okay, got my water. Yes, exactly. Whimsy everywhere. Because we have to do my tutorial books, but less for coloring books. Yeah. Yeah, so I think that would work. And it's, you know, also, it's still fantastical. Like I did one where there was a pumpkin on its side and it was a fairy house built out of pumpkin. Okay, reality, that pumpkin's going to mold in like a couple days in Texas, you know? So living in an open pumpkin isn't practical, but it's not meant to be practical. And you know what? The world sucks right now. We need whimsy. So the more, the more whimsical, the better in my book. You know, like I can look at the cat because the cats have an automatic feeder. What if you made a house out of a cat food granary? You know, like how many cat food granary fairy houses do you see? The idea is choosing things that aren't just, you know, the same. No, I wish, Kim. Right now we're working on the presentation side of it. I have a publishing company that I have worked with for other artists before. And bye, Linda. Thanks for being here. And I'm finally getting brave enough because it's a slightly larger publishing company, but they are taking submissions right now. So I'm finally getting brave enough. Let's see, we're going to do yellow ochre to put together my own presentation, but I want to take my time with it because I want to, you know, if this is their first impression of me, is, you know, in terms of being an illustrator myself, I want to make sure that I've got everything exactly the way that I want it. So we are in the filling out they've got submission guidelines, and what I'm doing is I'm taking them, oh no, you broke. I'm taking them section by section and expanding on it. And so it's like they have different sections for, there's a whole section about how you're involved with the community that your book is centered around. And I'm like, oh, I got that one. I'm good. I'm very involved in the community. Oh my gosh, why does it keep breaking? All right, we're going to use the doll now because maybe I'm wiggling it too much, and we're going to see if this will work. Let's zoom out. So I got that part down pat. Are we going to snap? No. Okay, we're good. We're good. But I am going to get it a pencil extender. So yeah, the goal, that's noisy. The goal is to get one out, but I'm slowly working on it. Yeah, a little bit, right? So, I mean, because I'm also trying to figure, it's like, how do I word this without sounding braggy? And it's just like, because I don't want to come off as, you know, anyway. I need to, not that I'm not humble, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go in there and say, well, I have X number of followers, and this is exactly why. No, I don't want to go like art influencer saying that I deserve a book because I have X. No. I need to go in there with just, you know, facts. Be like, okay, cool. Well, this is how I'm involved. We do this on YouTube. We do, you know, whatever else, anywhere else. So I just need to take my time. Don't rush it. Get my PhD husband to look over all of my grammar because, you know, brain fog, and go from there. Exactly. So I think that will go a long way too. But I also want to be careful too, because I don't want to be like a person name dropping. While yes, I have been able to be, you know, within Johanna's community, and I've had a lot of input from her. I want to phrase it in a way where it adds credibility and not just name dropping nonsense, you know? It's complicated, which is why, oh, nothing. Which is why I want to take my time with it. I did, Natalie. I did. Thank you. Okay, how many have we done? We should just finish them all up because I'm not going to remember if I don't do them. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless there was anybody else who wanted to jump in. I kind of have 8 right here. I should just roll them all. Should I just roll them all? Unless you want a chance to, we're doing giveaways for charms because we are finishing up our quilt squares. So there are these little puppies here. Let it roll out. All right, we're doing it. Because it's literally everybody that's left in here. So everybody that's entered, you should get it. Okay, so here we go. We've got Carol. We've got Connie. Hang on, I'm gonna write these down in case anybody enters. Carol. Let's see, we've got Connie. All right, we're gonna roll again. We've got Chrissy. Chrissy, I don't know. Chrissy, what's the name on your square? Chrissy Buckaloo 7273. Yay. Okay, Chrissy B, that's what it is. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. Carol. Okay, so for those of you that are winning, go ahead and shoot me an email. Take a look in the shop and shoot me an email and let me know let me know. We got 2 Carols, so I want to make sure I put Carol Painter. Let me know the name on your square. Let's see, Connie. Let me know the name on your square and which charm you want. You can just look in the shop, whatever's there, feel free to choose. Okay, so we've got Chrissy and Roll, and we've got Kara. Oh wait, then Kara, Kara, you already won. Okay, we're gonna go again. We got Natalie, okay. Natalie, home 9905. And then I think yours just says Natalie. Yeah, it does. I got it right over here with me. So yes, okay. Yes, Connie, you. So Connie, because I don't think you have one on yours. So go to exclamation point. Oh my gosh, what is it, guys? Exclamation point quilt? Shop? What is it? Oh my gosh. I feel bad now that I can't remember it. Loyalty store. Exclamation point loyalty. That's what it is. Exclamation point loyalty in chat. And you can see what we've got here. Okay, so let's see. We need 4 more. Okay, so we've got Gaynor. Okay, and then we're going to roll it again. We've got B. Okay, and then we've got Marilyn, and that leaves us with, can't believe I spaced that. I get so distracted. That leaves us with one more for a square. So the next person in the chat that says me, exclamation point, gets the charm on their square. We got one more slot. Me, Topeka, I saw that you redeemed some, but hun, you don't have a square. You don't have a square, so I have nothing to put it on, unfortunately. I'm so sorry. But we did the last few squares a couple weeks ago, and there was a limited time. So I apologize, but yeah, you didn't quite get a square in. So if you have a square, the next person that says me can get it in. There you go. Just filled your square. Okay, perfect. Okay, well, in that case, 2 more. Chrissy. All right, Chrissy, we'll toss 2 up there. Why not? Jeanette sent an email. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to mark you on my email list. Well, here, let's wait. Let's make sure I've got Chrissy on there, but let's make sure everybody that is in chat gets a chance to have one. So, let's see. Unless that's it, because we got more, and then I could just choose a random one to add to. You know what? I'm gonna give the last one to Evelyn. She was my first. No, you're good. I'm putting in Evelyn for the last one. She hasn't been able to be in the streams much. She messaged me like last month. Connie, okay, sweet Connie, we'll put in there for you. So let me know. Email sent, perfect. Okay, so we've got Kara is sent. Natalie, we're gonna highlight that one. Jeanette, put that on a highlight. So send me emails with the ones that you guys want. I've got them highlighted. Most of you I've emailed before, so I should be able to find you guys again. But yeah, so let's do that. And then I will message Evelyn and let her know that she has another charm of hers, because Evelyn was the very first square purchaser. So it seems very fitting that we can throw in an extra one for her. So perfect. Okay, cool. We've got Carol for an email. Awesome. All right. Can you do a shortcut to the charms choices? But yeah. Just exclamation point, loyalty. There we go. And even if like you've been having trouble signing in, you shouldn't need to. You should be able to just go there and scroll and then just put it in the email what you want, because it should all be updated as far as what we have available in the shop. So yeah, cool. All right, well, that's it for the charms. I'm gonna leave the quilt shop open until the end of the month, and then I'll close it on April 1st. And from there, that's when I'll start putting together the whole quilt and everything. Okay, let's see. Let's keep working on this real quick. You finishing at 5? Oh, 5 your time. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, because we're not going to be able to get to this one. But what I'll do is maybe I'll film a video or actually, I'll just list the colors that I do for this one, because I feel like if I were to do a video, like people would be confused and lost if they weren't here for the first ones. And I just had too much to chat about today. But that reminds me, for announcements, I've had it pinned up at the top. Little Emily, you know, Little Emily Illustrator, she is wanting to learn about entrepreneurship in selling artwork. So she created some little paintings. She priced them herself. They're up in the shop. She's going to be packaging it herself. This weekend, she's going to be designing an extra little sticker to go in there as a freebie. So if you want to help support a budding artist, she gets all of the money from its, I can't talk, from sales. They'll go in a little tracked envelope and everything. But if you want to help support a budding artist, she would just be tickled pink if somebody bought her paintings. So they're there. They'll be up there until they sell. But if you feel so inclined, that's the link for them. Yes, words are hard, man. So very hard. I'm just using that espresso right now to kind of darken up some of these shadows. Let's do it here. Okay. Let's do a quick pick of picking out the colors for this last one, at least. At least. So I want to go with like a peachy one. So let's do, this is 20, today is the 27th. Okay. So let's do, for that shell, we're going to do Nectar. Okay. Nectar. That is number 1092. Okay, we're going to do Nectar. We're going to do Salmon Pink, which is 1001. Okay, Nectar, Salmon Pink. Let's do Light Peach, which is 927. Let's see. We'll definitely bring in some Black Raspberry. Okay, and let's do Burnt Ochre. Okay. And Terracotta, which is 944. And let's grab Pale Vermilion. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Connie. I'm gonna mark it on my thing here so I know which ones to look for. Okay, perfect. And then, let's see, I said, what was it? Pale Vermilion, 921. There we go. Okay. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Mark that one. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get our color blocking down on this shell. Oh, Natalie, yay. Okay. Zoom on in. It's a little bright. We're going to turn that down a bit. There we go. All right. So let's start with our light peach. We're going to give that a quick sharpen. We got our little, oh wait, I forgot I had the little bit of, hang on. I'm going to mute real quick. Did not want to come out. I'm going to take the lid off and take it out that way. And I'm making a mess. It's cool though. It wouldn't be me if I didn't make a mess, you know? There we go. All right, got it out. Right, same. Hi, Del, how are you? Okay. All right, let's try this again, shall we? I know how to sharpen. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're actually going to go ahead and fill in the whole thing with the light peach. I'm just having that as our base color. I'm not going any particular direction because it's so light, no one's going to see the streakiness of it, you know? Oh, fun! Yay! It's a great book. I love it. Okay, so now let's go in with Nectar. Give it a quick little sharpen so we got a nice fine point. Okay. Put in the pencil extender. Okay, so let's go with, I want this one to be, yeah, we're gonna do Nectar here. It's a much brighter color. I always forget just how bright Nectar is. Oh no! Well, I'm glad it made there okay. I think at one point when I'd ordered something, it got delivered and they like folded it in half to stick it in the box. And I'm like, oh my gosh, why? There we go. Because I want this kind of peachy. I don't want it to be like bright orange. We do have pale vermilion, but we're going to be going kind of light with that. Okay. Oh, we didn't write down any of those. Hang on. See, this is why. All right, I'm gonna draw a line here. Okay, so what do we have? We had light peach. Okay. We had Nectar. And pale vermilion. Okay, we've got salmon. We've got burnt ochre. My handwriting is terrible. Burnt ochre, terracotta. I always get confused on if there's two R's or two T's or two C's. Where is terracotta? There it is. T-E-R-R. Terracotta. There we go. And black raspberry. Black rasp. There we go. Oh, fun! It's such a fun book. I really need to finish filming that episode for it. Okay, so now let's do Nectar here in these little upside down triangles. Okay, and then we're going to do Nectar here. We're just going to go over those diamond shapes. But I do need to find time too, since we're starting to plan out the Oregon trip. I need to get some more of those rocks painted so I can be part of the group that hides painted rocks on the beach for people to find. And honestly, the paint markers make that so easy. I think next one I do though, I will paint some white paint as a background. Softens the texture from the rock a little bit. Alright, then let's swap out our extenders and get... There we go. I got the German version. The paper looks nice. We'll sort out colors. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, who was it? It was Barbara and someone else. Like, I'll recognize their account when I see it. They got the French version. I hear the paper is really good in the French version. Alright, so now we're going to do pale vermilion. Okay. Let's go a little bit darker too, because I want it to make sure that it looks different than the Nectar. And I don't think we're not really going to have time to finish this thing in its entirety, but given the formula that we've done on the other ones, as long as you guys have the kind of color blocking, you should be able, for those of you following along, you should be able to kind of simulate that. Because it's the same thing. When the shell's done, then I add more of the shadows underneath. 5 years cheaper for me than the English one. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah, well, I'll be sure to let you guys know if anything comes of this book submission. So, you know, it'll never happen if I don't try. Okay. Do pale vermilion here. And then remember, we're going to go over it with the white as well. All right, let's go ahead. I'm wondering. I actually think I'm going to grab a little bit of eggshell. Oh, bye, Kim. Thanks for being here. All right, eggshell is number 140. Here we go. I want just like a slightly more yellow color, but not so yellow that it would look too similar to this one. Okay. And actually, I won't go on the shapes here. I will leave those be. I'm going to go around them. Yeah, I like that. That's a little bit more what I was looking for. Ooh, we got to write that down before I forget. Hold on. Eggshell. Go. And like I said, I'll show you the whole page or the whole list when we're all done here so that you can screenshot it if you need to. Honestly, it's a good habit for me to get into. Even if I'm doing pages like by myself, it helps me keep track of what I used. Especially if we catch up on things post-stream and whatnot. Which reminds me, so do you guys want to, we've been doing a lot of Johanna, obviously, because with all the book releases, but we can take a break from that. We could do something like a Christine Karen. We could mix it up and do a Kirby. Is there any particular book that you guys would be interested in? Okay, that was the eggshell. So now let's go in with a little bit of, actually, let's do our white first, then we're going to do black raspberry. Kirby? We could do Kirby. We haven't done a Kirby in a long time. Didn't he have a new book coming out? Or does he have a new book coming out? I don't remember. I feel like he does. Because he told us for a while that he was going to take a break, right? But then he ended up putting out a book anyway. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Kirby. October. Okay, okay. Yeah, we could definitely do a Kirby one. And we could do pencils, we could do paint, we could do markers. I suppose it just depends on which page I go for. But yeah, I like that idea. Let's switch it up and we'll work on a Kirby page. Okay, because we're running out of time, I'm just going to do this little section here so that you can see. Okay, so now we'll do the black raspberry. Okay, we'll grab the terracotta, can be used a little bit in these areas, and then the same thing with like the burnt ochre. We can slowly kind of build that up in the different sections. But then I'll follow the same basic formula as we'll probably add a little bit of, yeah, we haven't done one in a while. A little bit of browns, and again, I'll darken up the sand. I'll probably fill in this sand a little bit more, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to being done. For the paint marker that I would use on the outside, it'll probably be 209. So we'll do paint marker 209. It'll be same for the Arctic's paint marker. Mythographic would be cool. That could first time of yours I saw was doing the sneaker page in one of his books. Oh, I think we did watercolor for that one. That's right. Oh, fun. Yeah, let's do that. I'll have to give a little flip through of the Kirby books and see what called out to me. But for now, like I said, we still have this to do. I may lighten that just a little bit more, but then of course we have more shading to do for the sand. But otherwise, it's pretty close to being done. Oh, Kirby. So here is a screenshot of the colors that we used today. Okay. There we go. Screenshot if you want. Let's go over, let me know. Let me read through what I have highlighted in case I missed anyone. So ones I don't have highlighted is, Marilyn, did you end up saying you didn't want an extra charm? Is yours full? And then not highlighted yet. I don't know if Marcy or Chrissy, if you guys, will do. Right? They're so fun. Oh, thank you. So Marcy and Chrissy, I don't have you highlighted for emails yet. B, I think I have your email, so I can email you and ask you what you want for it. And then I've got Evelyn down. I'll shoot her a message. Thanks everyone. Are you referring to? Oh, we did charm giveaways. We did charm giveaways because the end of the month we're gonna need to watch the beginning. What to do? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So Marcy, also just send me an email and pick out the charm that you want for your square, and we'll go from there. But all right. Well, that wraps it up for this page, and they're so good to start with. Oh no, you're fine, Chrissy. Exclamation point. Sorry, I should have clarified that. I'm sorry. It's just exclamation point email in chat. Should pop up here in a second. There it is. Okay, perfect. That's it there. So take a look in the shop. Exclamation point loyalty, and let me know what you want. But yeah, all right, everyone. I'm gonna head out. Thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for all your support. We'll be live again on April 3rd. If anything changes, obviously I'll let you know, but April 3rd, and we'll do a Kirby page, so I'll flip through, but keep an eye out for a picture for this one when I get a chance to finish it, and I'll go ahead and get it posted. All right, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the support. Keep being awesome, and I'll see you in a week. All right, bye.